running from my shadow, running from my shadow, but it's still there chasing me down. I'll never win the battle, never.
All right, I'm here with Mike Shinoda. I'm really excited. We're gonna make some art today.
We're gonna make some art.
And
I'm
talk
already
about it.
picking out colors.
We're gonna talk about art as well, because I really love the new album or
Thank
the
you.
songs so far that it's been
Appreciate it.
out. So I'm gonna play a game with you.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna create art. So we're gonna do 30 seconds each,
Okay, cool.
and we can draw anything we want.
Nice, I love this game. This is one of my favorite things.
Me too. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go. You can start
All right,
first.
start. Okay. So,
And along the way, I'm gonna distract you by asking questions.
okay.
When was the earliest memory that you kind of realized that art was helpful or useful?
I've drawn my entire life, and from when I was 3 years old, I was already drawing. And I remember making friends strictly based on the kind of art that I was making. I remembered there being a sense of camaraderie in it.
But that was just art itself.
Mm-hmm.
When did it translate into music?
I did 10 or 12 years of piano theory, classical training. So, and towards the end of that, I started listening to a lot of hip hop, and I started bringing in classic rock records and different riffs and piano parts that were in my favorite rap songs, and told my teacher, I want to start learning jazz and blues because that's what these songs are coming from. And my teacher was like, well, okay, so she was basically you need to get, kind of go on your own path at this point. She was such a great teacher that she actually decided to let her student go. And she was right. I ended up buying a keyboard, buying a sampler, all with my own money, over time, saving money and using it to get equipment. And that's how I made my first demo.
Clearly an amazing multidisciplinary artist. So out of all these mediums, which one do you return to most intuitively when you, I don't know, are going through something?
Comes and goes at different intervals. In the last, 9 months, it's been basically a lot of painting and a lot of music, and I made an album that I feel just speaks the truth of my journey from, a really traumatic event to where I'm at now, and it'll continue my career and my shows and whatever else I make from here. We'll just continue down that path. I don't know where any of it goes.
I like what we're doing so far. What do you think of it?
I'm turning this person into a duck person.
I like that.
And this one, he's got one circular ear, but I think he's gonna have a second circular ear underneath here.
Yeah, I ask this question a lot to everybody. So what keeps you up at night?
When I'm making something, I get so obsessed with it that it will keep me up at night knowing that it's not right. I was working on a video yesterday for this next song, and that was after I had an idea, I need to, the bridge, the end of the song needs to look like this. And I went into the studio and I literally made this video thing on my phone and sent it to the editor and said, you need to incorporate this into the video. And this was already I wanted to go to bed at 10:30. It was already almost 1 o'clock in the morning by the time I was done with that. And then I was laying down thinking about keyboard hooks. I'm literally just obsessed with my art and what I'm doing, which is the best place to be. I'm glad that you always tell, I always tell my kids, you figure out the things that you love to do, and then you'll know, then when you do them, if that's your job, then you'll be passionate about it, not the other way around. Figure out the things that you love to do, passionate, not the other way around.
I think that's all the time we have today.
We have a Mickey Mouse man with 2 ears on the
one
side of his head, a duck fairy.
Is that an alligator?
I don't know, it's kind of like a platypus.
Platypus, gator? Gatorpus?
Yeah. Like a brain dump,
I love it.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
really
it
fun.
so much. Thank you so much.
You got it, thank you.
Running from my shadow, running from my shadow, but it's still there.